Come with me to explore the salt flats of Bolivia. This 3-day tour is one of the best tours I've done on my whole year-long trip, so welcome to day one. We booked this tour with Flamingo Travels yesterday and set off today at 10 AM with our first stop being just before the salt flats in the train graveyard. It was like a play area for adults. Health and safety would never allow this in the UK, but you were able to climb all over these rusty, falling apart trains that are here because the mining industry around here really slowed down, so the trains just got abandoned. After a quick stop at a salt museum to learn about the process of collecting this salt, cutting it into blocks, all that stuff, we had lunch, and then it was finally time to head actually into the salt flats. So first we went to this island of flags. This landscape was unlike anything I have ever seen before. I cannot believe I'm here. This has been on my bucket list for so long. We stopped to make some of the iconic magic photos. Our guide was really good at giving us ideas, taking the best photos. This was so funny. We got loads of time here as well. I really liked that we never felt rushed at our stops, which I heard was an issue with other companies. I got up on the roof of the Jeep to get a 360 view, and this place is so huge. It is hard to explain the scale of it unless you see it for yourself. Another complaint from other companies was the Jeeps kept breaking down or the drivers were bad. We even heard of awful crashes and drunk drivers, but we never had any of these issues with this company. Our next stop was the Cactus Island. It's an island in the middle of the salt flat that you're able to walk around. It's on a kind of hill, so you get 360 views, and it makes you feel so tiny being up here. Seeing all the Jeeps driving around, they look like little specks. They look like toy cars. The cactuses, the Bolivian flag, the volcano in the distance, it was all just so beautiful. And the salt flats are a dried up sea, so this island is completely made of coral. We got back in the Jeeps and headed off on our last few stops of the day, which was sunset spots. So the first one, we took our shoes off to walk around on the wet salt. We are here at such a good time of year because most of it is dry, but then you also get some areas like this where you can see the reflection. Oh my god, walking around on this salt was so painful. It was so sharp, I could not do it for very long. We then went to an even better stop. This was our final sunset spot. The guide even whipped out some red wine. We were taking pictures. We all had a cheers after the best day ever. This was such a nice end to the day, and the sunset became so beautiful. This was probably one of the best and most unique sunsets I've seen in my entire life. It was just so magical. Look how orange it becomes. It was like another planet. We eventually had to pull ourselves away from this sunset and get back in the Jeep, where we went to our little hotel for the night, had dinner, and that was my day.